Good morning. I thought I would give a brief tutorial about how to get a ride file onto your Garmin computer. I'm using my bike computer. It's a 530. There are so many different models that I'm sure that it might be a little bit different for your device. But whether it's a watch or it's a bike computer, it's pretty close to the same thing from what I've seen so far. So you need to have a Garmin Connect account, and you need to download the file. Downloading a file can be pretty straightforward. This one I got from a bike ride that I plan to do tonight. They listed it on Strava. Of course, I'm a Strava member too. I don't pay for it. So I can click on that Strava link and it allows me to export as a GPX. I think GPX is the file format that's best for bike routes. I won't get into specifics because I don't know all the details, but let's go with GPX when we have that option. And that will have downloaded it onto my downloads. So I can see it. It's the second time, but I just wanted to make sure that I did this sequentially. So again, that's the route. It's in my downloads. I prefer doing this on a laptop computer. I'm sure it's easy enough to do on your phone. But for this demo, I'm using my laptop computer. Okay, so now that I have it in there, I have to go and log into Garmin Connect. So let's just do that, Garmin Connect. And we'll log in. I think the majority of triathletes have Garmin Connect, so this should be something that you have already. Again, if not, you're kind of on your own because this is what I use all the time. All right, so then we'll go into training and planning over on this left menu. We'll go to courses. And I have so many different courses. All the courses that we ride were on Yard Park and in the Washington County and Ozaki County area. I have races that I went to, and sometimes it's good to take the ones off your list that you do not want any longer. But for this case, we're going to import a new route. So we'll select import. It's going to say drop your files there. I can minimize this and I can go to my downloads and I can minimize that, kind of pull these around, and then I can just click and drop that in. I could hit browse too, and it didn't seem to like that. So let's do something different then. Let's go to the browsing. Yeah. So let's try that again. Sometimes these things don't work the first time. You just keep going after it. Courses, import. Let's browse. And then we can go to downloads and we can pick that route. Either one's fine. They're both available. I have two copies. And we'll open that. And it's there, so we're going to get started. And now we'll see the route show up in Garmin Connect. And we're going to select the course type. It's going to be road cycling for this one. You can put an address in there and different things if you want to, but no need to. Not if you know where you're going to start and finish the ride. And I do for this one. This one's on kind of the south end of the Eisenbahn Trail, Roscoe Road. So pretty straightforward. It's got a little start and finish. Someone's mapped this out. This one goes counterclockwise. So that's easy enough. So let's save it. And we'll go with the course name as it is. That's fine. It's going to be private. So this is going to be for my viewing only. I could make this public if I was to share it to others, but I'm going to keep it private. All right. And then if you want to share it on your device, the next time you sync your device, which again, I'm going to use my Garmin 530, sync to send to device. So the Edge 530, I can select that. I could also select my watch here and it would download a file to both. But I'm going to just do my bike computer, send to device. And now it says the course will be available on your device after you sync. So that's a great thing. Then all I have to do is do my phone, um, just connect the two. You can do this via USB cord, but I'd rather just do it on my phone. And I'm going to go to Garmin Connect. And then I'm going to pick my Edge 530. And I'm going to do the refresh. So it's refreshing right now. What that refresh does is it'll bring all the updates to my bike computer. And then on my bike computer, I can go down on the menu and I can hit navigation, courses, and with any luck at all, I'll have the Thursday A route. So I can select that and ride the route. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's good to practice these things before you get into any sort of high pressure situation like start of a group ride. I've done it many times, so I'm comfortable with just starting that when I get to my group ride. So I'll go into cycling mode. I'll go to a sub menu. I'll pick navigation and I'll just pick the route I want to ride. It'll give me turn by turn directions. It'll tell me if I'm off course, how to get back on course. So at least with the more recent Garmin devices, it's very helpful, especially if you don't know the area. So hopefully that helps. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll chat more soon.